Good morning, students. Welcome back in the e-learning program of Gokhale Education Society. Myself, Mrs. Karuna Devi from JDC Bitco English Medium High School. Today, I am here for 8th standard mathematics for English medium students of State Board. In our last lecture, we have already started unit number 7, that is variation. And in that, we have learnt about direct variation in practice set number 7.1. So today we are going to learn about inverse variation in the practice set number 7.2. So let's start it. Now students, let's start our inverse variation, which is the second topic from this unit. So let's take one example to understand the concept. Students, let's take one example. Suppose any construction work is going on the field, and in that, suppose number of workers are 2. 2 workers are completing the same task or the same work in 36 days. Number of days required to complete the work, that is 36. If instead of 2 workers, the builder added one more worker and the workers have become 3. The 3 workers are completing the same task or the same building construction with 24 days. Again, after that, in the next construction site, the builder increased one more worker and the workers are becoming 4. The same task is completed in 18 days. Here, you can understood one most important difference. As the number of workers are increases, right? Number of workers are increasing. That's why I put it plus symbol here. The number of days are decreasing. They are not increasing. They are decreasing. Right? Number of workers increases. It means increasing number is going on. The number of days are decreasing. It means that there is a change in this concept. Students, can you remember about the direct variation where number of notebook is increasing? The cost of notebook is also increasing. About the inverse variation, number of workers are increasing. The number of days are decreasing. So if there is a change in 2 ways, then it will be considered as an inverse variation. If both the numbers are increasing, then that will be the direct variation. Got it, students? Now students, let's find out the constant figure. As the ratio between this number of workers is indicated with the x and a number of days is indicated with the y. As we know that there is a inverse variation in x and y. If x and y are in inverse proportion, it means there should be a multiplication between them, then only we will get the constant figure. So if we were going to multiply this both the figures, it means 2 is multiplied with the 36, we get the answer 72. If 3 is multiplied with 24, then also its answer is 72. 4 is multiplied with 18, answer is 72. And 6 is multiplied with the 12, then its calculation will be 72. It means that x is going to multiply with the y. This is the constant figure regarding the inverse variation. But students, how we are going to present it? If x and y are the two quantities such that x is going to multiply with the y, then it will be the constant. Then there will be inverse variation between x and y. It means that x varies inversely as a y. So how we are going to write that? In written way, x is equal to inversely, it means 1 upon y. As this 1, it means that x is equal to k upon y, where k is constant. So this is the main equation. But this will be written in two ways. That is, x is equal to k upon y, or this y is dividing here, so it will go in this way. So in the multiplicative format if we will write, then x into y, it means xy is equal to k. These two are the equation of variation. So students, this is the equation for inverse variation. Please students, be careful. Don't be confused with the equation of inverse and direct variation. The equation of direct variation is x is equal to ky. Equation of direct variation is x is equal to ky, and equation of inverse variation is xy is equal to k, or x is equal to k upon y. If you want, you can take the screenshot, and this whole thing you have to write in your classwork notebook. Students, try to remember this equation which help you to solve the questions in the examination and even in the practice set also. So students, you have to identify at first whether the question is in the form of inverse variation or the direct variation by this process. Whether the first thing is increasing and the second one is increasing or decreasing, on the basis of that you have to identify at first whether the question of inverse variation or the direct variation, and on the basis of that you have to use these equations while solving the sum. So let's go ahead with the practice set number 7.2, where we are going to use the equations for the inverse variation. So students, this is our practice set number 7.2, which is given on the page number 38 and 39. Now students, as I have told in our previous video, that from this 7.2, this last question number 5 and 6 is deducted from the syllabus for this year only due to the COVID-19. So we are going to solve only 1, 2, 3 and the fourth question. Let's start. Now students, let's go with the question number 1. The information about number of workers and the number of days to complete a work is given in the following table, and complete the table. Here students, before writing the answer, we have to decide at first whether the question is of which type, whether it is of inverse variation or of direct variation. So how we can able to find out that? Let's see the table at first. Number of workers are given, that is 30, and days which is required to complete the task, that is 6. 30 workers required 6 days to complete the task. If the number of worker decreases, it means minus. If number of workers will be reduced by 10 and it will be 20 only, then 20 workers required 9 days to complete the same task. It means that days will be increased. If workers will be decreased, days will be increased. It means there is a difference in both the situation. It means it will be goes oppositely. One of the concept will be increase and another one will be decrease. It means that this is the sum of inverse variation. Let's see how to write it. In the starting, we have to write at first, that is number of worker, it means n, that is given 30, right? And days, it will be indicated with the alphabet D, which is 6 only. Now students, as it is the sum of inverse variation, so we have to write, therefore the given variation is the inverse variation, which we have to write by using symbol. N is inversely variated, so 1 upon D will be there. So N is equal to K upon D, where K is the constant one. Now students, we have to convert them into the equation format. How we are going to write that? Therefore, n, this d is dividing to the k here. While going to the opposite side, it will be multiplied. So, n into d, it means nd is equal to this remaining k. This is the equation for the inverse variation. Got it, students? Now, students, we are going to substitute this n and d with the values which is given in earlier stage. Let's see that n is equal to 30 and d is equal to 6. Let's put this value into the equation, that is 30 into 6. It means n is for 30 and 6 is for the d is equal to k. Now 600, 6 3s are 18. So k will be 180. So nd, this is our main constant way. So nd is equal to 180 is the equation of the variation. Now students, by using this information, we can able to find out this answer. Let's see how we can able to do that. If d is equal to 12, then find the n. Right? Let's write the equation. N d is equal to 180. Put the values. N into value of d. N is not given, that's why we have written as it is. The value of d is 12 is equal to 180. This 12 is going to multiply to the n. While going to the opposite side, it will be divided. So n is equal to 180 divided by 12. 12 ones are 12, 12 ones are 12. 18 minus 12, 6 will be there. 6 and 0, it will become 16. 12, 5s are 16. Therefore, n is equal to 15. It means if number of workers are 15, then 12 days required to complete the task. Now for second fill in the blanks, n is given, that is 10. If n is equal to 10, then find d. Write the equation again. Nd is equal to 180. Put the values of n, that is 10, multiply. We don't know d, so we are going to write it as it is equal to 180. This 10 is going to multiply to the d. While going opposite, it will be divided. D is equal to 180 divided by 10. 0, 0 will be cancelled. So d is equal to 18. It means if number of workers are 10, then 18 days are required to complete the task. Now students, let's go with the third fill in the blanks where d is given, that is 36. So if d is equal to 36, then find n. Okay. Again write the equation. Nd is equal to 180. We don't know n, so it will be as it is multiplied. The value of d is 36 is equal to 180. This 36 is going to divide to opposite side. N is equal to 180 upon 36. If you will calculate the table of 36, then you can get it. Then you will know 36 5s are 180. 36 ones are 36, 36 5s are 180. So therefore, n is equal to 5. This is the answer. It means if the number of workers 5, then 36 days will be required to complete the task. Like this way, your answer will be over. But at the end of the answer, you have to draw this chart once again and put the values into the box at last. If you want, you can take the screenshot and write the answer of question number 1 in your classwork notebook. Now students, let's go with the question number 2. Find the constant of variation and write the equation of variation for every example given below. Let's see the first example. P P is variated with the 1 upon D. 1 upon D is given, it means it is the example of inverse variation only. So we have to find the equation. Let's go ahead. Let's see the first example here. P inversely variated with the Q. So P is equal to K upon Q, where K is constant. Therefore, this Q is multiplying here. It means PQ is equal to K. This is the equation. Now, as they are given us the value, P is equal to 15 and Q is equal to 4. So, put this value into the equation. PQ is equal to K. Multiplication 15 into 4 is equal to K. So, K is equal to 60. This is the constant variation. And what will be the equation? Yes, PQ is equal to 60. This is the equation of variation. Got it, students? This is the answer of this first question. If you want, you can take the screenshot. In the same way, you have to solve the second, which is a very easy one. In the third question, the square number is given about the t. So while writing the equation, you have to put the value of t, it means 5, in this place and make the square of 5. So this is also easy one, you can able to solve it. So let's go with the directly fourth sum, where x is variation with 1 upon in the square root of y, as x is equal to k upon in the square root y, where k is constant that we have to write. After that, this square root y is dividing here. So while making the equation, we will send it to the opposite. X into square root y is equal to k. This is the equation of variation. Now put the values which is given in the textbook. If x is equal to 15 and y is equal to 9, put this value into the equation. X in the square root y is equal to k. Value of x is 15 into the square root. We have to write value of 9, y, it means 9 is equal to k. As we know that the symbol between 15 and the square root is a multiplication. So 15 multiply with the square root 9 is equal to k. The square root of 9 is 3. So 15 into 3 is equal to k. 15 3s are 45. So k is equal to 45. This is the constant variation. And what is the equation? Yes, x into the square root y is equal to 45 is the equation of variation. Got it, students? If you want, you can take the screenshot and write it in your classwork notebook. Now students, let's go with the third question, which is little bit similar only, but it is given in word format. So read it. The boxes are to be filled with the apples in a heap. It means into the box. If the 24 apples are put in a box, it means single box carries 24 apples. Then we require 27 boxes. If 36 apples are filled in a box instead of 24, if we will put the 36 apple in a single box, then how many boxes will be required? It means that if the number of apple increases, right? If the number of apple increases into the one box, then the number of boxes will be decreasing, right? 24 apples required 27 boxes, right? If we will increase the number of apples in a box, instead of 24, if we will put 36 apple, then definitely what will happen? The number of boxes will be decreases. So this is the sum of inverse variation. Got it, students? So you can definitely solve it. First you have to make the equation and then put the values into the box and find the equation of variation, and you can get the answer. Okay. Now students, let's go with on the page number 39, where the fourth question, last question is given from the 7.2, where we have to write the following statements by using the symbol of variation. The first one, that is a wavelength of a sound is indicated with the letter L and its frequency is indicated with the F, are inverse variation. So how we are going to show that? Yes, L and F, that we are going to show inversely. So this is a symbol of variation, and 1 upon F we have to write. Okay. Now about second, the intensity, it is indicated with the I. Let's write it. Of light varies inversely. Directly it is mentioned with the square of distance. Distance is indicated with the D, but its square is mentioned here. So 1 upon D square. This is the answer of this second question, which you have to write in your classwork notebook. So students, like this way your practice set number 7.2 is over. Students, let's start our next topic, that is time, work and speed, which is going to affect towards our inverse and the direct variation. So in the practice set number 7.3, on the basis of these three factors, we are going to classify the sum into the direct and inverse variation, and we are going to solve them. So let's go ahead. So this is our practice set number 7.3, where question number 1, this question is deducted from the syllabus due to the COVID-19 for this academic year, but it is very easy one. We can simply convert this statement into the inverse variation by using the symbol. You can write it into the rough book. Now let's go with the question number 2. If 15 workers can build a wall in 48 hours, how many workers will be required to do the same work in 30 hours? It means that number of workers are given and time is given to complete the construction of wall. If number of workers is not given in the next case, but hours are given, 15 workers required 48 hours, and how many workers will be there to complete the same task in 30 hours? It means the hours are reduced, so we have to increase the workers. So one of the figure is going down and another one is going up. It means that this is the sum of inverse variation. So let's solve it. Now at first, let the number of workers is considered as n, and time to build a wall will be considered as or indicated with the letter T. So both these numbers are inversely variated. So how we are going to write? So the number of workers varies inversely as a time. So how we are going to write in the symbolic matter? That is n. It means number of workers inversely varies with the time. Therefore n is equal to k upon t, where k is constant. Now students, this t is going to divide here. So while making equation, n t is equal to k. This is the equation of variation. As we know the figure, so put the first figure into the equation. 15 workers can build a wall. 15 workers, it means number of workers, it means n is equal to 15 and t is equal to 48 hours. So put this value into the equation. Nt is equal to k, value of n 15, symbol between n and t, that is multiplication. T is equal to 48 is equal to k. Therefore, k is equal to 720. The answer of this two figure. Therefore, Nt is equal to 720 is the equation of variation. Now students, instead of this, as we know that 30 hours we have to require, then how many workers we should require? So now t is equal to 30, then find n. It means number of workers. Write the equation again. Nt is equal to 720. Put the value of t. N into 30 is equal to 720. This 30 is multiplying here. While going to the opposite side, it will be divided. N is equal to 720 divided by 30. 0, 0 will be cancelled. 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6, 1 will remain, the number will become 12, 3 fours are 12. So n is equal to 24. This is the answer. It means that therefore 24 workers will be required. So this is the whole answer of question number 2. If you want, you can take the screenshot and write it in your classwork notebook. Let's go with the third question, which is the next one. 120 bags of half-liter milk can be filled by a machine within 3 minutes. Find the time to be filled such a 1800 bags. So if the number of bags will be increased, then naturally the time will be increased. So this is the sum of direct variation, as the number of bags will be considered as a n and time is considered with the t. So what is the equation for the indirect variation? That is n is directly variated with the t. So n is equal to kt. This is the equation. So by using these values, we can able to find out the equation with the values and we can find out the final answer. So this is the sum of direct variation. You can easily solve by your own. Let's go ahead with the last question, which is a little bit different one because fractional number are given here. So let's go with that. A car with the speed of 60 km per hour takes 8 hours to travel same distance. Well, what should be the increase in the speed if the same distance is to be covered within a 7.5 hours? Let's see it. Now students, look at here. Let's see, the speed of car is indicated with the letter S and time taken to travel some distance will be shown with the alphabet T. Now this is the sum of inverse variation in the speed and time. So how we are going to show that? S is inversely variated with the t. So S alpha 1 upon t, which is will be indicated with the s is equal to k upon t, where k is the constant. Therefore, st is equal to k, which is the equation which we get here. Now students, as we know the value, when s is equal to 60 and t is given 8, so we have to put these values into the equation to find the value of constant k. So this s is for 60 and 8 is for t. So 60 into 8 is equal to k. So the k is equal to 480, which is a constant variation. Therefore, st is equal to 480 is the equation of the variation. So we have to put the box around it. Now students, we have to find out the what should be the increase in the speed if you have to cover the same distance within a 7.5 hours. So t will be, it means time will be 7.5 hours. So this 7.5 hours we have to convert, this fractional number we have to convert into the decimal format. So 7 2s are 14, 14 plus 1, 15. That will be 15 upon 2. 2 1s are 2, 2 7s are 14, 2 5s are 10. So this 7.5 will be the fractional number for this 7 upon 7.5. Got it students? How this 7.5 is we are getting? Now this 7 and 7.5 we are going to use in this equation. See here now, s will be as it is because we don't know the speed, that we have to find out. T, it means time, is 7.5 here is equal to 480. This 7.5 is multiplying here, so it will be go to the next, that is going to divide. So the answer will be 64. So this 64 is the speed to cover which we require to cover the same distance. The speed of the car should be 64 km per hour. So this is the answer. Therefore, increase in the speed is equal to 64 minus 60 km per hour. So the answer will be 4 km. It means we have to increase the speed of car with the 4 km per hour. Then we will get the, we can able to cover the distance. So at last you have to write the answer in word. The speed of the car should be increased by 4 km per hour. So students, this is the complete answer. If you want, you can take the screenshot and write it very properly in your classwork notebook. Like this way, our practice set number 7.3 is over. Now students, let's revise what we have studied in our 7th unit. There are two types of variation. First one is direct variation and second one is inverse variation. The equation form of direct variation is x is equal to ky, and the equation form of inverse variation is x is equal to k upon y, or xy is equal to k. So students, always remember these two types of variations and their equation forms. Write it in your classwork notebook and learn them. So students, in this way our unit number 7 variation is over. So note down your today's homework, that to complete the practice set number 7.2 and 7.3 in your classwork notebook. Don't forget to update your notebook regularly. Last but not least, take care of yourself. Stay at home only. Thank you.